Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to the final round of the European Chess Club Cup 2022. This is the seventh round, and currently we have Novibor that is leading. And today we had a 3 hour early start. So that's the reason why I have also come roughly around 3 hours early. Right now, I was just recording a video on Gukesh's play. It was tremendous that he played yesterday, and I will you can go and check it out on our channel. But for now, let's go and check out the games because Novibor is very close to winning this tournament. And yeah, very warm welcome to everyone. So here right now, we have Vidit's game on the screen, who's 6 out of 6 in this tournament, but he was in. Hello, Grim, Fandago, Beloglavi Soup. How are you guys? I hope you all are having a great Sunday. Um, I too had a bit of sort of relaxed day, and now very excited to watch some good games, to discuss them with you, to sort of uh, see what we can learn. I think it's very important for us to learn from these games, not just focus on who's winning, who's not winning. Of course, that's all very important as well, but we will look at and try to learn. So I'll just get the chat chess moves loaded so that we can follow the action. Okay. Right now, if you look carefully, Vidit is a pawn down. He's black against Esipenko. He has 24 minutes. He's thinking it's the 29th move. The question is, what should Vidit play here? Now, my first thought always goes towards checks. Like, let's give a check, let's give a check. These are two checks, but still, I don't think that that check will be very useful because the king goes to f2. At the same time, this pawn is running ahead, c5, and the rooks are very well positioned. I need to be careful about rook g8 taking this pawn. So taking all of this into consideration, I start to worry about this position a bit. And if I go for an idea like rook a3, suddenly white has a very powerful move. What is that move? Let's try to think. Let's discuss it together. Let's understand the position better. What does white do? White to play. Mayur says, had a blunderful Sunday in round 3, round 30 plus 30, one day event, playing in top section, eventually finished 1 out of 3 with a nice queen trap in last game. Congratulations, Mayur. So, Sairam says rook g8, very good. Utpal Nandi says rook g8, and Saket. All of you are correct. Let me see if the chat chess moves is working okay. Yeah, all good. Let me also get the board here. Yep, that's good. So rook g8 is the correct move, and you put pressure here, and somehow this pawn is not as material as this one because you are almost going to checkmate the king. Now next move taking this is a checkmate. So that's the reason why it's not a good idea to go rushing after the pawn here on a3. That brings us to the next question. What should we do here actually? Yes, Magnus' game is complex. He's playing against Maksudlu today. We'll also look at that game. So, can we form a mating net around the white king? After check, king h2, what move do you think makes sense here? Just trying to understand this a little bit more. What move do you think makes sense? Yes, very good, guys. Very good. So the move that I was looking for is h5. Exactly. So the point is, after h5, you are trying to push in h4, and then with rook e1, you want to checkmate him. This can be a very interesting idea actually. And it is creating some play. So whenever your opponent is attacking, you think of counter attacking options. So h5, all those who said, Makesh, Dipankar, Utkarsh, Ashish, Grim, Shubham, well done guys, excellent job. So now let's go and see what Vidit does, because these are few of the ideas here that Vidit has. One is check, push h5. The other one is also check and also push h5. The other point could well be to, I'm not sure what else can we do here. So yeah, Vidit can lose, but I think that he may be able to hold this. He's still within, like in the opening, he made a terrible blunder, guys. Look at this, okay? He played e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6. Vidit is very solid in this e4, e5 systems. And then he goes for d5, a move that is, I think he wanted to surprise Esipenko. And generally, in such positions, the pawn on e5 becomes weak. So you can see how Esipenko played here. He went directly attacking here. And with it, played f6. And what is a very typical reaction to f6? Anyone in the chat? Yeah, there's also another very important game, right, today, which is Arjun versus Vishy Anand. I think that is a very, very interesting game to look at, because, and we will go to that game, but I just wanted to show you how Vidit went terribly wrong in the opening. Yes, exactly. D4 is absolutely right. All of you guys, excellent. D4 is the move that I was looking for and has been suggested by Chess is More Than Fun, Anand Singhal, Mayur, Sanket, Hunter, Beloglavi, Ashish, M. Kohli, Grim Fandango, and not YouTuber. Well done. So now after D4, Vidit went knight B6, still in his prep. Bishop B5, still in his prep. You can see his time 1 hour 31 minutes. His opponent he took back, he played h3, and now I think Vidit thought for a bit, took here, knight takes. And this position is actually a very interesting one, because it's also very typical. You have a very bad structure, but in return you have the bishop pair. So you most likely go like bishop b7 in such positions with the idea of c5, but then e6 square is slightly soft. I mean, queen d7 was the best move here. The main point being that if you take on c6, I can take. Rook takes e7 is met with something like bishop e6, and black has tremendous activity for the pawn. But what Vidit did was he played c6, c5, and he just simply missed his opponent's next move, or he misassessed it in some way. What did white do here, guys? Come on. I think you can find this move right to play. Exactly. You guys are totally correct. All those who have said the move knight c6, fantastic job forking here and here. Vidit, of course, saw it. Ishan, Dipankar, Kohli, Chess is More Than Fun, Aryan, Anant, Hunter, Blindfold, Jagjit, Grim. The main point being that if you take here, I'll take on e7 with a check. King f7. Now you have to recapture the queen. King e7. And here comes a very important move, which is bishop e3. And I believe that Vidit might have underestimated it, because now the c5 pawn is hanging. If you push the pawn, there is bishop c5 check, and the rook hangs here. And the other possibility is to go knight to d7, but then after knight c3, knight is coming here. It's getting very, very dangerous. It's getting tremendously dangerous here. So that's the reason why Vidit had to give up a pawn here, and he made a very wise decision to give it up. And he's a complete pawn down, but he kept fighting. He moved in with his rook. tried something. Maybe his rook could get even trapped there. And I think he was completely worse here if his opponent would have played sort of slowly, king f1 followed by f4. But he went rook d5, and slowly he started getting this play which he wanted, which he very much wanted. And we have reached this position, which is the live board right now. Both players have 15 odd minutes, 11 moves to make. Let's go to the game of Arjun versus Anand, because this is the first time that Vishy is playing against a young Indian talent in classical chess, I believe. He's played a lot of games against them, maybe in Rapid and Blitz, but the first time, and Vishy is completely winning this. I'm very surprised that this game went down so quickly for Arjun. What happened? Like, okay, firstly, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. We have the Rui Lopez, knight e7, knight c3. It's a, by the way, knight e7 is an interesting idea, and I think Arjun wanted to just surprise Vishy. So d4, knight d4, knight d4. You can look at Arjun's time to get a feel for his preparation. c6, all prep, bishop c4, b5 still in his prep, bishop e2, b4 still looks like preparation. Now just thinks a bit, plays bishop e7. You might want to chop this pawn, but perhaps after bishop f6, queen h6, you're not really very happy with the time you have spent here. In fact, there is one move that is very nice in this position. Can you spot it? It's a very beautiful line. Let's try to see. Black to play. In fact, otherwise you're just a pawn down, but black has a very good move here. No, Sajal, Vishy won't get into top 7, I believe, because he lost one game to Hari. So that's why he may regain few of his lost points, but he'll still remain in, I think, number 9 or 10. So here the most important move now, because otherwise you're just pawn down, the queen might come back. Yes, you have to sort of attack this knight which is misplaced, and that is exactly what all of you have done. Well done, guys. Well done, Ishpreet, the blue, chess is more than fun, Hunter the pro, Diptesh, Lalita, V the Ekaksh, Shubham, and not YouTuber. Queen a5 attacking here. And you know this amazing defensive idea here. I want to just throw it out there to you, a question. How can white defend in this position? Because b3 just loses the rook here, but there is a tremendous defensive idea. Can you find it? Very nice, very nice. When you see such ideas, you realize how rich the game of chess is, how many possibilities exist. All those who are saying e5, yes, but how does it matter? Like, I take bishop e5. f4. Maybe this is the way you want to play. Then you can play f5, give up couple of pawns, distract him, and so on. Okay, you know, that's one way. The other way, and which is really tremendous, and I think very difficult. By the way, Rakshank Savadati says, hi Sagar, thanks for the coverage. Is the lineup of Tata Steel Kolkata finalized? If so, when do you think will it be announced? I don't know why they are not announcing it. Maybe the last player is missing for them in the open section, which they will sooner or later announce, I think. So queen h5. This is the key move here. And the main point is that you can't take this because of, let's see guys, all of you here, come on, try it out. Why is this free piece not easy to digest? Dhananjay Yasugade says after bishop e5, queen e3. But Dhananjay, possible queen e3, I can then play maybe queen a4. You may go f4. That is a way to play. That is possible. Queen e3. Yes. Beautiful, guys. The queen gets trapped here, and I'm very amazed that each one of you has given the right move. Close to 30 people. Amazing. Chess is more than fun. Ekaksh, Ishpreet, Arpan, Sohidra, Lalita, Saumya, Hunter, Jagjit, Viraj. Well done. So, okay, this was the line. Anyway, Anand would not go for such pawns. He knows that he knows better. So, c4, castles, bishop f6, queen d3, rook e8, c5, Vishy goes queen e7, f3, bishop e5, g3, and now comes the move d5. Very good move by Arjun, by the way, just hitting the center. Anand had to take, bishop takes, rook d1 was played. He put his bishop back on c7, bishop e3, and now Arjun played a very nice move, sort of softening up this position here with h5. So very nice game going on, and this was, I think, a point where I thought anything can happen here. Vishy came with the knight, Arjun came with his knight, queen c2 played, he pushed forward with h4, f4 was played, Arjun went in, excellent again, bishop here, rook d8, maybe a better move could have been bishop b6 here, but anyway, this is not bad. He goes rook d8, maybe he wants to sack here, followed by bishop b6, taking advantage here, knight a4, oof, he took here. I think this is where things went out of control, and Arjun got very tempted, I think, by the position, because there are so many possibilities. One of them is to take, and take this, and maybe play this position like rook d6, rook h6, maybe something on that front. Could have been very dangerous, you know, this entire attack with rook coming here, rook coming to g6, putting pressure here, queen h4, and Vishy would have had to defend very accurately there. But he went knight h2, and he thought this is also very good, but Anand takes, and now, of course, what's the move that Vishy would find? I mean, do you take this or do you do something else? Fight to play. Yeah, exactly. Chess is more than fun. Very nice. Aniket, Ishpreet, Arav, Saket, Kohli, Vijay, Suniti, Pathik, Mayur, Anant. Exactly. Just king g2. Simple move. Just keep the king well positioned here. No problems. The pawn is going to save us. What was going through Arjun's mind here? Why did he play this? That is the question. Because if he says this, I think on his mind could have been queen h4 move. Because then he also has bishop h3, queen h2, all these ideas. Rook h1. And perhaps he wanted to take this pawn. And now, how do you defend this final defensive move here? I doubt if Arjun missed it. But still, what's the move here? Very easy one. Try to write the right notation, guys. Don't just write one move, because you see, if you are saying a square where two pieces can reach, try to put the right notation. It's very important to learn how to put. Yes. Excellent. All those who have now, be precise in this front always. Rook a f1. Arav, chess is more than fun. Sakar, Beloglavi, Pathik, Devik, Dipankar, Yashasvi, and Anant. Rook a f1, not rook hf. Rook a f1, and the attack is just beaten off, because here now the king is very safe with all his pieces. You know, this king reminds me of this ailing person who is on his deathbed. He's like all alone, and then he says, बस बेटे को मिलने की इच्छा है, बेटी को मिलने की इच्छा है, मामा को मिलने की इच्छा है, you know, like that way. So everyone has to come to its aid, something like that. But bishop f4 was played, and now Anand once again, Anand is very good at such forcing lines. First bishop c5 he finds, And here I think already it's a, I don't know what um, was his plan. Queen here, I think he can just take here. Queen takes. And the queen is pushed back. Also, rook h1 is coming. So, something he just didn't do it right. He took here, bishop e7. Did he really think that he could win this? Queen takes c6. Because if you count the number of pieces, white has 1, 2, 3. And black has only 2. If you say queen is equal to a rook. So, actually, Arjun is simply a piece down. Rook e1. Bishop c4. Rook c1. Okay. King f3 was played. It's one of the most accurate. I think Anand has to be slightly accurate still. Another idea was bishop c5, because if you take here, then I have take. No, the main point is you can't take this yet. And it's a very nice variation that now I can do check. If you go king g1, I have bishop e3. If you go king h1, I have g2. If you go king f1, I have check. So too many problems there. And this can get very, very bad. So I think Anand finds a very good move again here. He plays this move, king f3. King h7 was played. Queen takes a8. And now Arjun goes g2. I think Arjun, I mean, he can even take here. That seems pretty good enough. But bishop c5 is very cool. Anand's not going to go wrong now. He'll finish it off. I think Arjun has to resign this position mainly because he's not just he's too much material down, too much. Bishop h3 check is not possible. You mean in this position? Sorry. If here queen a8, this check. Yeah, right. I was talking about check. If king f1, maybe not bishop h3, but g2. Yeah, well spotted. And if here I have bishop e3, otherwise queen. Right. Well spotted, guys. So king f3, queen a8, g2. Anand actually still showing to the world that he's the, yeah, queen h3. This was a key move here, guys, because now if he had taken here, then Arjun was back in the game with rook c8. But Vishy knew that there is an intermezzo check, and now the queen is hanging. And here Arjun resigns the game, which means that Badri Narayan says a live coaching by mentor for his special protege. Yeah, I'm sure Arjun is not very thrilled with this result, because he would have loved to, um, give Vishy a tough fight. Also, the main thing is that this position was very interesting, and somehow he just went all out. But Vishy defended excellently after Arjun took here. It was easy to get a little bit flustered, but he kept his cool. He found best move after best move, all the best moves, and just converted it very well. Okay, so a big result there. Nihal has drawn the game. So has Ivan Šarić. That means Superbet is right now leading with a score of 2-1, and all three games are going. Gukesh is right now worse against Volokitin, but I can tell you guys that Gukesh thrives on such positions. Yeah, even if Volokitin is better, I think Gukesh is happy with the mess he has created here with his rook here. By the way, a very important game that is going on is Hari Krishna here. Oh my god, Hari, how did Hari come to here? Yeah, let's go to Vidit's game as well. But this looks like more close to a draw for me rather than a win. 3 pawns. But still, Hari is like the endgame god. Let's see how he plays here. Going back to Vidit's game, after we saw Rook d8, Vidit did play h5. Good move. Rook g8, he did bring his knight back, which is also good. King h2, he did push in the pawn h4. No, Vidit defending this excellently. Excellently. Okay, now question is how to. I mean, my first thought is rook e1 and rook b1. Just mate him there. But if I go rook b1, his plan is, what's his plan, guys? White to play. You have to also think of your opponent's plans. Yeah, very instructive, not YouTuber. That game of Hari. We'll look at it in detail. They are disconnected pawns in Hari's game, but even if one pawn is left, it gives good drawing chances. But depends on where the pawn is. Pawn on 7th rank. I think it's winning for Hari Krishna there. Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. No, here the move that I was looking for, and let me see if you guys have found it. Not rook f8, guys. Not rook f8. Because rook f8, rook e1 is game over. This is khatam, khalas, over. The move I was looking for, which actually no one has found, which is very surprising. Very surprising. I'm super surprised. No, this pawn is weak. So rook d4. The idea is to chop this off so that you can checkmate him here. So that rook e1 has no value. Like king can come out. So rook d4 was the correct move. So here not rook b1, but a move like rook b2. And if you now go rook d4 to attack this, then I can come out with my knight. Take. And now comes the move, very important. Try to think, guys, what should you play here? Black to play. 1 second, I'll be back. Yes, you guys are absolutely right. Rook e3. Well done. We the Ekansh, Jaikar, Mudit, Chess is more than fun, Parikshit, Arnav, Himalayan Houdini, Dipankar, Shubhi, SD Nayak. The point is, if you take, I have knight f3 check, king g3, knight h4, king h4, and rook g2. And Vidit has very good chances to draw this. I was wondering if we could invert the move order and start with knight f3. But here the problem is that after takes rook e3, there is rook g4 check and you are losing this pawn after king g3. So this is not the right move order. Okay, let's go back to the game. After rook d7, Vidit went king h7. Okay, rook went to c8. And now what's the move that Vidit should play, guys? Try to think. It's an important moment. Yes, LM mystery. Ekaksh, Deeptesh, Karuna, 404, Ujjwal, VC, Akarsh, Gaurav. Very good. The move that I was looking for here is knight e5. And with it did play it. And Esipenko now went rook d1 because his rook is attacked. I think Vidit now has enough activity to start thinking about at least like getting a draw here. Let's give some updates here so that people know what has happened today. Anand beats Arjun. That's a big result, I think. Rest of the games are still going on. And Nihal drew, right? So Nihal draw. Rook c7 by Esipenko would have been a blunder, says Jaikar. You mean here after rook c8, knight e5, rook c7, this one? Ah, very nice. Very nice question here. I think there are multiple ways to win, but one of them is very pretty. Yeah. Rook, which rook to e3, guys? Always remember when both rooks can come to e3, which one? Don't just write rook e3. Yes, Deepak Singh, very good. Rook b3 and takes, and now you'll see the advantage of pushing the pawn here. You have taken this important square, a check. King can't come up, king can't go here, check and mate. So he goes rook d1. He's just putting his rook on the last rank. I have a feeling that with 7 minutes left, Vidit will be looking to somehow swindle his opponent somewhere here. They have 6 more moves to make. An idea could very well be to go knight f3, check. Because if gf3, you go rook b3. And this pawn is pinned. So very nice tactical thing. Okay, he can go king h1 here. And then what is a nice way to sort of put your opponent in trouble? Now you can move your knight back, but there's another move here. Black to play. Come on, guys. Try to think. What's the move? Yes, Mosami Datta. Very good. Sanket Joshi. Fantastic. Manav Arora. Ekaksh. Very good. Shaunak Rajans. Ishprit Singh. Fantastic chat. Fantastic. You guys are very sharp. You're very sharp. So here rook d3. And the point is if you take, it's a mate. So you go here and then the other rook follows. You know, you're not going to give it up easily. He goes here. Maybe another rook follows. Oh, it's a possibility. It's a nice line. You know, it's like a study-like thing. But okay. Let's see what Vidit does here right now. Let's quickly also check the game of Gukesh. What is up with him against Volokitin? And as you can see, Gukesh has managed to once again somehow get the position really sharpened up. Rook e4 he played. He is ready to give up an exchange. Queen c3, good move. Knight e7. Rook c1, all okay. h5. Knight e4, he's happy giving up his rook. Queen c7, no queen trade, sorry. Rook c5, h4, my god. And now f5 was perhaps a very interesting move because after take you can go back with your queen and that would have been nice, but he goes bishop d1 and now Guki, the little boy here, is going to really attack now. Let's see. What's the move, guys, here? Black to play. Black to play here. What is the move that Gukesh wants to play? He is exchanged down, but he has a fantastic move here. Time after 40 moves, there will be 30 minutes added, but right now 9 more moves to make. That's a lot of moves. No, h3 here, yes, generally you can push the pawn, but here it might be a bit too slow. Because black is already material down. You need to be a little faster here. Let's see what are the moves that have come in. Queen h3. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Going in for the kill here. Very well done. Very well done by Ishprit, Ridhima, Chaitanya, Akashdeep, Aditi, Gaurav, Chirag. Well done. So, Queen h3. Now I was thinking, what will his opponent play? Let's say, as his opponent, I mean, there's no threat as such. Just take. Maybe he wants to go knight f5 and take this. Maybe I want to kick your queen out. So I go bishop e2. अरे बाप रे, इतना खराब पोजीशन क्यों हो गया? अच्छा चलता हूँ, दुआओं में याद रखना. My God, this is a threat, massive threat. Takes check. Rook is hanging. King here, mate. Ooh, ooh. But Gukesh doesn't play it. Look at what Gukesh has done. Gukesh goes for g5. Oh my God, g5. What sort of a move is this? fg. Now bishop takes g5 is excellent move. Would have given him a great position, it seems. But he goes bishop g7. My God. I don't know how many mistakes both sides are going to make here, but I think it's a very tough position for both of them. Because now Gukesh not only threatens to come here, he also threatens to chop this off at the right time. Yes, the engine hates this position for black. In fact, it gives 3 lines, 4 lines. I don't know how many lines as winning for white. One is bishop e3, which is not humanly very normal move. Like, let's say if I go bishop e3, I'm worried. I'm worried about... Oh, no, but actually you're not worried because your queen is defending this. Ah, that's a big thing in your favor. Because I was thinking, I'll go in here, but the problem is that this is not even hanging. It's defended. Oh, he finds bishop e3. Wow. Wow, Gukesh is going to now lose this, it seems to me. Because one of the biggest advantage of playing g5 for white, I mean, you know, if you had gone queen h3, this pawn on this pawn stops the queen from looking back here. But the moment he played g5, he allowed this queen to join in the game. But at least he should have taken here. And then the position still unclear. Maybe he didn't want queen e5 check. But queen e5, de5, this position is not at all clear with these two bishops, rook looking here, pawn could push forward. There are many threats, many threats. But Gukesh sort of tried to rush it in and now he's losing. But he might still have some tricks. He's a tricky little guy. Okay, so Gukesh, while he is struggling for sure, there are other games. One is Vidit. So we have 3 Indians who have finished their games. So Gukesh, Vidit and Hari are still playing. Let's look at Hari Krishna's game. This will go on. I think Hari will win. I'll tell you why Hari is winning. We'll come back and tell you. This pawn is gone. And if this pawn was back here, there were drawing chances. But once the pawn is here, this is lost. Oh, Vidit did go for this. No, Vidit didn't go for it. Knight e5, rook d1. He played rook a3. c5, good move. And now Vidit once again finds a good move. Rook c2. and Esipenko goes rook c1. But now I can take, and play this, because if you go c6, I have rook c4 attacking here and here. That does not work. Then if you play bishop e3, I mean knight c4 is possible, but I can go rook c4. If you go rook a8, I'll go back. The pawn is different. I think Vidit will hold this, which will ensure a very good event for him. Yeah, this is what has happened. Bishop e3, 6.5 out of 7 would be tremendous. So Vidit will definitely win this. I mean, draw this, sorry, not win this. Definitely draw this. Let's go to Volokitin versus Gukesh, because now Gukesh is using up all his time to figure a way out. Maybe what could be the most natural move he is thinking about? There could be knight f5 ideas. But I think knight f5, there is this rook c6 business, which is very irritating. I think so. Or just rook c6 here is quite possible. But also there is bishop g4 pinning here. Oof, that's even worse. Yeah, today's the last day. Today's the last day. And by the way, how is Novibor team doing? Oh my god, 6. All of the games are going apart from one which ended in a draw. So let's say Hari converts this. He should. Vidit draws this. That's already +1. Navara is losing to Alexienko right now. Worse at least. So it's 1-1, like it's equal, 2-2 score. Nils and Mosesian equal. So let's say a draw. And Cornet. Okay, so maybe it's 3-3 right now, which is good for Novibor. They will win the event. Going back to Gukesh's game, any move played by Gukesh? No, he's down to last 30 seconds now. He must make his move. Brain Gamer says, can we go rook f7 in Gukesh's game? That seems like a very Gukeshi move. Doesn't look bad, but then maybe you have to contend with bishop h5. He goes king g8. Okay. Now Volokitin. Everything, guys. 7 more moves to play with just 30 seconds on the clock. So anything can happen. Let's see if Gukesh has luck flowing his side today. I believe that g takes h4 is a nice move. Oh, rook f1 is even nicer. You're just getting rid of a very big defender in black's camp, and attacker as well. Hari's game, there was a beautiful trap which I'm going to show you in a bit. What to play. Rook f1, king f1, queen h3, and maybe king g1. Yeah, Gukesh has to just somehow roll the dice and hope for something to fall in the right place, because otherwise he's just gone. Take. Okay, what's the plan now? VD blundered? Really? With it, what did he blunder? Oh, oof. What did he blunder? But how? Rook a4. Take a bishop c1, rook a4, bishop e3, all good. He went knight c4, good move. Bishop f4. And now he played this move g5, which the engines hate. With it, thought that if he goes bishop c1, he can go rook a1 and sort of trap this bishop and exchange it, which would. But Esipenko has this very nice move here. I mean, this is gone, this is gone, this is one square, and so there are 2 squares available now, here and here. Which one will he choose? I think one of the 2. Oh, he finds this move. g5, bishop b8. Wow. Does this mean that Vidit is now worse? I mean, why? What happened? Like, let's say here in this position, rook a2, okay, is fine. Say c6, rook f2, c7, and now this very important move, knight b6, rook b8, rook f4. So very important thing that the bishop was here. And if rook b6, rook c4 sequence. But the moment the bishop goes here, which you played with g5, which was not at all needed, the bishop goes here, right? Now when you go and attack this, c6, rook f2, c7. Ooh, there is still some, but I think not, c7 is not the right move. You have to play rook d8. But if I play c7, what is the drawing move here for white, for black to play? Not knight e3, because then after the rook moves, there's only one check that you can get, and my pawn is queening. The move is knight d2 with the idea of knight f3 and mate. Let me see how many of you have found it. Not many here. Knight d2 by Timaya, Rohan, and Badri Narayan. Well done, guys. Knight d2 is the correct move, because now this is a draw somehow magically. Here goes here, back, and he can't break this. So still some hope, but I would say that this g5 move turned out to be quite a big error. And also I was a bit surprised that Vidit had to play this. Like, if he went here, he was threatening this looked very solid position, rook c4 ke baad. Not letting to push the pawn. Let's quickly check what is up here. So some moves have been played. Take, check, king here. He went bishop f8, queen e5, bishop g4, rook c1. It's all easy now for Volokitin, and Gukesh may have to resign here. Yeah, knight f5, but queen d5 is hanging, queen e6 is there. Like queen e6 and rook f1, that's over. I mean, I could win this position, so it's nothing much here. Rook f1. Oh no! Oh no, I can lose it still. I can lose it. Edgy. And if you take here, not rook f1. Check king here. Let's do something safer. g6, mate and mate. He goes queen d5, check. Yeah, he'll take here or what? I think that. So let's say king g7. ये दोस्तों इतना मत हंसो. Bishop f4 maybe. Is queen e4 again at g3 I'm worried about. Yeah. Let's look at the game of Vidit very quickly. Oh, he goes what? Knight d2 as his last move before time. This is getting very interesting from the perspective of, if Lesipenko did not have 30 more minutes here, I would have said that this would have ended in a draw or something. But because he has 30 minutes, see why I'm telling you. Like, let's say I push the pawn, and now with it most likely will go here. His main point is that he wants to give a check, right? So now this is only move for white, but it's a very good move. Can you find it? White to play. Because here white is winning. C7, rook moves, C8, queen. Black needs to do something on this side here with his rook and knight. How does white now save himself? It's a very important moment. So it's a trade-off between g3 and g4. Very interesting. But if anyone plays g3, here the problem is I go check. King g2, check. King f1, and now here is the key moment of this entire thing. So by the way, all those who have said g4, you are right. Brain Grammar, Sarfaraj, Harsh, Mayur, Hyper, Abracadabra, Vishak, Rajesh, and Introvert Anonymous. What's the move here? That is very cool. Yeah, this is a very important moment. Guys, please do like the stream so that more people can join in. It's going to be good fun. So do like this, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. We are right now at 1,011,097. So our aim is to reach 1,011,111. So 1111 सिर्फ एक बीच में जीरो रहेगा. Yes, this is a great move here, g4. Because if you take here, I go h3. If you take here, I take this. And maybe first check, king here. Check, move the king out, and now take this. Because if c7, there is h2, which is very strong. It's quite a complicated position. First, rook c1, so that he has no this check and make a queen business. Rook e8, h2, c8, take, and I make a queen. Okay, I'm telling you guys, this is not easy. This is not simple, but Esipenko has to figure out. So when Vidit goes here, c6, rook a1, he has to find g4, because then after check here, check here, check, there's no g4 in the position, and that really helps. This is the live position right now. So here's the update. Gukesh would have lost, I think, by now. Still playing. Yeah, 40 moves have been completed. So Volokitin will now convert this. So Gukesh will lose, which means that the match between Typhoon, that is team of Arjun and Nihal, and team of Superbet, that is Anand and Gukesh, will end in a 3-3 tie. And it's happened this way that whenever Anand wins, Gukesh is losing. Yeah, it's I think he's still, I mean, I shouldn't write it so soon, but he's still not resigned or anything. Let's wait for his, but it's a terrible position that is happening here. Let's quickly go to Hari Krishna's game, and I'll show you one very key moment. By the way, c6 played here. C6 played. Let's see, go to Hari. So there was this very nice opening from Grunfeld. And Grunfeld is a big expert MVL. You know, you let white build a strong center, then you hit here. Hari played h3, bishop e2. All this is his prep. He goes back, he pushes, and MVL is also happy. He has a good position. Everything is being traded. You know, queen trade offered. You want to win this pawn, but it's unfortunately not possible because of rook e1, and then your queen gets queen f5. I want to play queen f5, and then comes rook e5, queen e5, bishop c3, and queen h6 with a mating attack. So that's the reason why he played queen c1, rook c1, rook b8. He took. Again, I think if you were to take this pawn, then after bishop d6 the rook is trapped. There is no place for the rook to go. Very interesting. So he took here, bishop a6, bishop went here, they exchanged. He went king f1, f5, bishop h6, threatening a mate. King f7 would have been fine, but he goes bg7, a huge blunder. White to play and win. Let's see how many of you find it. I gave it to Amruta. She couldn't find it easily. It's not an easy move. So here's the thing about our chat. They are super strong, or they have already seen the move, or I don't know. But well done. Those who have found it right now, proud of you guys. D6. Dodo, Nihal, Harsh, Gnaneshwaran, Gab, Ekaksh, Rohan, Srini, Ishprit, and Harsh Kumar. And the point of this, very nice point, and this shows how nice chess is that if you take here, which happened in the game, I go d7, and I'm threatening to queen. If you go back, I will go rook c8 and I win. So the other point is, if you take here, then I go check, king here, check, and I win the bishop, again winning. So you must, after d6 here, I was also thinking of the move yeah, I was also thinking of the move rook c8 directly here, king f7, and then d6. But here the problem is, after I take d7, do you see what the problem is, guys? Here, how does black hold it? Again, a very nice sort of position. I think Jitesh, Nihal had a pretty good tournament. Yes. Rook b1 check. King e2 check. And the beauty of this is that you can't go here. There's a bishop. You can't go on d1. There's a check and you lose the pawn. You can't go on d3. There is a check. So the only move then is king here. Then I give another check. You can't go here. You have to come. It seems like the king has a lot of space, but unfortunately it doesn't. And coming to e1 is even worse. I can draw by playing this, but I can even go bd2 and bishop a5, stopping the pawn. So the move order had to be correct. It could not be rook c8 first, but had to be d6 first. And Hari Krishna found it, which was a big trap for MVL. And after this d7, he did win material, but now it's very tough. Here, queen c2, king e2. f4, if you take here, there is a check and you lose the rook. So bishop h4, g3, because I mean, if you go bishop f6, by the way, here, then fg6. I think this would have been a better way to play, but somehow MVL went here. Check. He gave up his bishop. I think the point is, if you take, he wants to do this check and take this with the rook. Okay. So Hari went here. Rook h5 takes. Queen e2 takes. Check. Take here. Yeah. Oof. And what I have learned here, by the way, guys, is that in such positions, this is winning. This position, even though the engine, I think the main point is that you will get into a zugzwang slowly. So I'll give you a check. So for example, let's say you make a move with white, you go here, I give a check, king here, right? I will then play queen d8, check, king g6, queen f8. Slowly you will. Is this a fortress or not? No, come on. The rook keeps moving, so maybe. I have the Dvoretsky's endgame manual here with me. I thought if the pawn is on the fifth rank, like rook queen versus rook and pawn. See this example here. Sorry. If the black pawn is a central or a bishop pawn and stands on the 5th or 6th rank, black is lost. Yeah, this is lost. According to, yeah, that's why Hari also picked up this pawn. Now, we'll learn from Hari, although the engine evaluation has gone down. I have no doubt that Hari knows how to win it. So white's plan consists of the following stages. To occupy squares behind the pawn with the help of zugzwang. Drive the king up to somewhere here. Okay. To cross the, to move the rook from here so that his king can cross upwards. And to break through with the king on the e file. Or the king has to break through. That's the main thing. So let's just see how Hari does it, and then we'll also learn it. Generally the zugzwang positions are like this. King here, check, king here, check. This check, very important. King here, and now maybe something like this. So let's say if he's forced to move here, then check. So that's why he can't do this. Like such a move will force the king up, and then you will be able to win. This is winning. This is winning for Hari. Let's go to Vidit's game after. Oh, this is happening. This is happening. There are two moves that actually hold here for Esipenko, who has 24 minutes, lot of time. G4 and F4. But I can tell you that g3 is quite a tempting move to play, which you guys actually, many of you wanted to, but that is not a good move because of check, king here, check, king here, check, king e2 and g4. Or you can start with g4 first, but afterwards, I mean here h3 anyway, but you want to basically play h3 either with knight f3, king e2 and now maybe g4. This is the point. Nihal says g4 is the only move, not f4. Nihal, what is the problem with f4? Knight f1, king g1, knight g3, king f2. Doesn't the king run away? So let's say check, king here, check, king here. That looks good for white. Maybe f4. The problem could be knight e4. And the idea is knight f2 and a mate. So fg. If I play knight f2, there's g3. If I go knight g3, there's bishop sitting here. So I take back. And I wait, because if you go c7, I have knight g3. But knight g3, rook here, king g6. Ooh, look at this. c7, knight g3, rook h8. If you take, I make a queen and I pick up this knight. But I'll go king g7. I won't take. And then it's a draw like this. So here there is a mate. Nice. So actually speaking, after rook a1, f4, knight e4 is a very dangerous move. So you are right. The only move to win is g4 now. Can Esipenko find g4? And that is the question. If he plays g4, then Vidit is sort of doomed, because check, king here, check, king here, and check, king here. Okay, you can go here, try to win this pawn, but this pawn is way faster, way faster. Queen. f3. Oh, f3, interesting move. It's knight f1, king g1, knight here, king comes out, right? So no, f3, rook c1. Wow, wow. c7, f5. Oh, you're going like f4, then this, king f here, mate, because there's no e3 square. That's why this. Actually, I'm thinking g4 is not just the fact that, let's say if you go rook c1, c7, there's no f5, f4 also business. So g4 is a very powerful move. And with g4, you cannot even do like hg3, because after hg3, fg3, white is better. Wow, this is very important. It is tough to find g4 as the only move, but we'll see how Esipenko deals with it, because this is a very important moment. Meanwhile, Hari Krishna, look at how Hari Krishna converted this. So first he took king e7, he went queen h8, king e6, queen f8, he put his queen there, okay, rook e4. So you want to switch between this and this, check, king f7, attack this pawn, so king has to come, check, move the king up. This is one of the plans. Now this zugzwang position has come. So rook check, king here, rook check, king here, rook check, king here, rook comes back, check, force the king up, and now king f6. So Hari knows his stuff. He's doing it well. Now if king g4, how do we continue? Maybe bring the king here. King f4. Maybe we can do another zugzwang here, which is queen g6. It's king e5 is there. Or maybe queen g7. But queen g7 is king f3. Queen g7 stopping this. He's played king g4. Let's learn from Hari. Let's learn from Hari. Oh, very nice catch by Kiran Kumar, who says, look, sub count can be read the same from both sides. 101, 1101, 101, 1101. Wow, wow. Let's take a screenshot. Taken a screenshot. Asim Khan says it's called a palindrome. Nice, Asim. Okay. King d3 played by Hari. Okay, Hari. Now, you want to play king f4. I think that's the only move. Because if you play rook here, then I can already check you and put your king away. So, yeah, he plays king f4. Now, guys, how to win this? This is the question. Because I thought, see, my king is kind of boxed out, but his rook no longer has the access to g4 square. Like, these are the two fixed squares where he was moving, rook e4, rook g4. But now he can't do it. So what is the move that we can play? Can we go king d2? So, but he can go king g4 then. How to make progress here? Daksh says, is there queen d6? Queen d6, Daksh, just king g4. No, I mean here. How do you win? You need to see, remember this. I remember I was taught this endgame by Praveen Thipseji when I went to his home. He had said zugzwang is very important. King d2, king g4. But now where's the zugzwang? How are we getting the zugzwang? Jai was saying queen g7, but Jai to queen g7 there was rook e3, rook e4 back. Now queen h6 played. So he's cut off the king's path here and here. So the rook has to move, but where? Let's say check, king e3, check, king f2. Then you check, king g2. So, I mean, if you push the pawn, then the rook, this is trouble. Check, king here, and I can pin this. This is over. It's beautiful finish. You lose the rook. Again, a zugzwang. He goes rook a4. He goes with his rook to the side, okay? As Hari, I think he will come up, king e3. I think. It's time to move up, no? Or not? No, if you go king e3, f4, king f2, check, 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 near from there. King e3, f4, king here, check, 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 check. No, I don't want that. So I won't go king e3. That's the thing about players like MVL. They defend like crazy. Maybe a good idea is queen f6. The Teddy comes back. So Hari Krishna definitely has some technical issues to solve. Let's go back to Vidit's position. What did he do? Has Gukesh lost already, or yeah, Gukesh lost. What were his last moves? Queen d5, king g7, bishop f4, hg, and he resigned. So Gukesh lost. So now we have only 2 games left. He finds g4. G4. Asim says, what do you think of Vidit's performance? I think his performance was tremendous in this tournament. Also, the fact that he played very quickly on time, he kept his time in hand. I think he did a tremendous job, but it will be a sour taste in his mouth that he might lose this game. And with this also, it might affect the team finish. Could be. Because look, this game is ending in a draw for now. Okay, David Anton has some chances because of the extra pawn, but draw. Alexienko Navara may also end in a draw, perhaps, but not so sure, yeah, because Alexienko seems to have more chances here. So that means that his team may lose if Hari cannot convert this endgame, firstly, which Hari is, by the way, going to find difficult. I'm not saying that he will not win. Check here, okay. One of the things MVL has to take care of is that a loose check shouldn't come from somewhere and then he loses his rook. No, this don't look at the bar here, but just that white is winning. While after g4, Vidit seems to be in trouble because let's say I take. I don't know. Like once the king has a lot of space, there is no mating net, nothing. I would rather keep my pawn here and hope for something. Like let's say rook c1, c7. Yeah, this doesn't seem to work. Check here, check here, check here, check here, rook c6, rook d8 and c8. Okay, you are cleaning up all the pawns, but that doesn't seem to be enough. Also, the last pawn is defended. This pawn is stopped. Yeah, currently Vidit is number 2 in India, currently. But I think with this loss, he may also move to number 3. If he draws, I think he will remain number 2. But it seems so difficult to draw this. Okay, he's taken. I know what he will do. King takes is, by the way, not the best. Because if king takes, there is a quick way to finish off the game. Can you find it? Black to play. No, I really liked Vidit's performance in this tournament, but let's hope. Let's see what he does in the last game. Yep. Check here. Very good, guys. Excellent job done by so many of you who have found Ishprit, Ujwal, Ishan, Siddhant, Ekangsh, Bhargesh, something, Atul, Om, Divyansh. If you go here, mate. I mean, you have to go there, so mate. So you can't take with the king. You have to take with the pawn. Once you take with the pawn, I think the most challenging move should be rook a2. Because I have a disco. And if you go here, by the way, I want to show you a small formation. Keep in mind, knight f3. If king h1, you all know, yes, how to win as black. Come on, quickly. I want 50 people to answer this very quickly. How does black win? It's a typical mating pattern. Absolutely right. Let's see how quickly we can get 50 people to spot rook h2 mate. We have 40. Minakshi, Ramakrishna, Divyansh, Ayush, Ekaksh, Kohli, Pooja Nodi, chess codes, Ishan, and Om. Well done. Now, here comes a very critical point that I want to show you. If he goes king f1, there is a very important move that you have to find here as black. Try to take your time and figure out how does black draw this position. Black to play and draw. Very important move. Let's see how many of our chat are. I think very few people have been able to spot this next idea. Fantastic. I would say Minakshi. Very good, Minakshi. Chunnu Baba, Sonu Kanojia, Ashwin Heber, Osama Amine, Apurup Kumar, Vikas. Now look at this position carefully and learn from this, guys. All those who have said knight h2. When you play knight h2, he will go to e1. Then you give a check, he will go to d1. Then you have one more check, he'll go to c1 and his king runs free. So what you need to do here in this position is you need to sort of box the king into this position. Now you will see that the rook is already doing a good job, but the king has a free run here. So how do you box it in here? Rook d2, very important move. This is excellent move. All those who have found rook d2, fantastic job. Okay. Now my threat is if you go c7 to give a check, king here, check. Now the king can't go here, it has to come back, check, king here, check. And you already know if it goes into corner, it's a mate. So it's a perpetual draw. This formation, don't ever forget, knight, rook, and giving a perpetual to the king. Now, one question is, if in case in such a position, he goes, instead of playing c7, g4, because then he has control over this square. But still it doesn't matter because I go a check. If king e1, I have check. So you must take the knight. Once you take, I take, and you go c7, I go rook c2, and again it's a draw. It's a very, very important thing to note. So fg3 played, and now will try rook a2, and we hope that here, but again the problem is that all of Esipenko's moves are only moves, and he'll find these only moves because he's a classy player. There's a king g2, knight c4, king f3. They are not so tough for a player of Esipenko's caliber. Knight b6, rook d8, rook c2, c7. Next I'll go here. I'll figure a way out to sort of spoil your coordination. So very tough. Let's see how Hari Krishna, by the way, let's see how Vidit continues here. He has 13 minutes, and also Hari Krishna. Did he manage to make some progress? So after check, we saw here, he went with his rook to a4. Hari Krishna gave a check from here. Okay, king f4. He went king e2, check, king f1, rook c2. Because there is no check here, queen controls. So rook c2. Now this is the position. I think he has pushed the king very far now from the rook. Like the rook, this rook has no real family. He has gone into the distance for some job, and now what will happen is he'll be hunted down because he's just too exposed here, and he'll lose himself to some check somewhere. So let's see how Hari Krishna now plays. Check might be the best move. Vidit is taking his time. This Hari Krishna's game is not at all simple, yeah, to win. I can just show you on the board some interesting things which you can maybe learn from this, and we can all learn it. But it's something which you need to just keep with you. Once you know the technique, you may not need to do it like precisely, but you should know the technique. So, by the way, Hari Krishna did give queen d4 check. King has gone to g5. We will look at the technique later. Let's go to FG. With it down to 10 minutes. Meanwhile, Alexienko, David Navarra has done a great job. He's able to hold. And this also seems like will end in a draw. So, actually, all boils down to the top two boards. If Hari wins, his team should be through. In 15 minutes. थोड़ा हाँ फिर आऊँगा बाद में Sajal says, what percent of chance would you give for Vidit's game to be drawn? I would give maybe 20% chance for Vidit. 80% he might lose. I'm just trying to still gauge this thing here. Check. King here. This. Rook here. So when I guess we would reach such a position, suppose. And now can bishop a7 be played? Check. King here. Yeah, this seems to be winning, like this piece up position. Or you can go check, king here, check, king here, suppose. No, he can't come here. Here, take on c7, bishop b6, and rook at 7. Then some chances there. Because if you are able to win one pawn, that could be something. Okay, by the way, after queen d4, king g5, look at this nice move by Hari. Queen d3. He's asking the rook, where do you want to go? He's keeping his rook on the light square. Actually, one of the tricks that these players do is they'll put their rook on a light square and move the king on the dark square. Like say here, he'll go here. And now you can't have a reasonable check somehow on the diagonal like this, which will attack both. It's not easy. Let's see how he converts it. So check, king f6, maybe check, king g5, check, king g4, or एक second. Another idea is, because he has no more checks here, why don't we bring our king up? That also looks good. Just bring your king up slowly. Yeah, exactly, Ishan Garik. That's right. Bring the king. What did Vidit do? Vidit is still thinking. He's down to 6 minutes on the clock. Vidit needs to play. Needs to find a move now. He goes rook a2. Good move. Okay. Now Esipenko. How much time will he take to find king g2? It's the only move. I think he will find it, because other tempting moves are g4. For sure, g4 is a tempting move. Here, king g3. You can be tempted with this, but then you are in for a big surprise, which is black to play, guys. What's the surprise awaiting you if you do this? Chess is fun. Mm, knight e1 bad because of h4. So all those who are thinking that both moves here are okay, no. Knight h4 is the winning move. All those who mentioned knight h4, well done. Chess is fun. Shriram, Vaibhav, Ayush, Om, Apurup, Hanzala, Vidya Lakshmi, Kushal, and Shwetark. There is no way to stop this mate. While if you went knight e1, h4 helps, because check, there is king h3. So g4 doesn't work. Did, oh, Hari won? Hari won. Oh, sorry. Hari won. What did happen? What happened? One second. Queen d3, rook c8, king f2 happened. Rook e8, queen d7. Resign only. Direct. He resigned only. Why? Okay, first question is rook f8, there is queen g7. Rook g8, king f3, king comes up. Rook h8, there is queen check. Rook here doesn't work. Rook b8, possible. Rook b8. I mean, he could have played on, right? No, I understand that he had lost hope. This is also theoretically winning it. To think that Hari Krishna might not know is a bit too naive. Still, maybe king f3 now. Yeah, eventually he would win this, but still, I mean, giving up so soon, that too when your team is, I mean, you could keep on playing. That's the main thing in these team tournaments. King g2 found by Esipenko. Nice. Now for Vidit, the trick is to how to find a move that puts maximum pressure, because all the moves are now lost for him. Just like how he found this moves rook a1, then knight d2, then rook a2, he needs to keep finding resources which will put his opponent under maximum stress. Because the idea of white is simple. White wants to go c7, get his rook out, and queen. Okay, knight b3. Some point, yes, Vidit will try to push this pawn. I think a good idea is now king f1 because now there is no coordination of knight f3, rook d2. So king on f1 will be pretty okay. You can play king f3, but then check king e4, knight b5, and then c7. There is okay, check, and I take this, so that doesn't work. So king d5 maybe, rook c2, c7, a5, and then so yes, not king f3. It's a good move actually. Knight b3. Nitin says why is knight e4 not possible? But Nitin, after knight e4, king f3. Maybe f5, c7. I like with its try, by the way, knight b3. Very good try. Hoping to get his king. I think king f1 is the move that Esipenko must do. Knight check, king here, check, king here. Knight here, rook d8. It's over now. I'm liking this variation, by the way. Bishop a7. It's straightforward. Take here, take it. And white wins. Best I can see for Vidit is getting his knight here, here, or from here, 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 and then he's losing that knight in the end for a pawn. Rajesh Manghani says instead of trying hard now, he should not have allowed this position. Rajesh, it's like, when you are trying to fix your puncture in the car, and then someone comes to you and says, instead of trying to fix this puncture now, you should never have let your car get punctured in the first place. It's very easy to say these things, that is should not have. But it's the nature of chess that you will make some mistakes and then you try to fight as hard as possible. King f1, great move by Esipenko. Playing excellently. And now, I think, how about trying for, let's say, rook c2, c7, a5. I try to push my pawn, but I'm too slow. Queen, take, take. Even if my pawn was here, I had chances to draw. But now after rook c2, the rook comes just in time. Vidit once again gives a check. So if he loses here, the good news for Team Novibor, it seems to me, because Hari won. And by the way, Hari had a great event if you think about it. He beat Anand and he beat MVL. That's an amazing performance. And he lost only to Magnus. Wojtaszek has drawn. Alexienko, this is a draw. There's no way that he can win. So it's a draw. And this is already a draw. The last board, Anton Guyaro is in Novibor. So there's no way Black will lose this. So I think the best score, the score that will happen is 3-3. And that means that Team Novibor win the title. Guys, what I'm eating right now is dal, rice, and there are some vegetables in it, like broccoli, zucchini, sweet corn, baby corn, so on. So generally we make that separately to eat these vegetables, but today we mixed that in the rice itself. Vidit ka elo bata do. If Vidit loses, he might lose 6 elo points, 5 to 6. So 2-7, 2-3 maybe. Graham Pawar says yesterday Arjun got a draw in losing position. Yes, but Arjun's opponent was Christian Bauer, who's not as young and sharp as Esipenko. I don't think Esipenko will let Vidit slip out from here. But that being said, I mean, Vidit still has some chances for sure. I mean, he can keep trying. King E1. Okay. Interesting. Now, I was looking at King E2 always, but he's gone on E1, C7. I guess Knight B6. Yeah, we are reaching here, the same stuff. Having these European Club Cup teams is a very good thing for your chess career overall. Like for a player like Vidit Hari Krishna. For example, I think for Hari, the team has been helpful in his career because he made this move first to move to Serbia. His wife is from Serbia. And then they made this choice from Serbia to move to Prague, Czech. And I think Team Novibor played a key role. Maybe I should ask Hari one day about it, but I think it was the case. Similarly, I know for a fact that for Vidit as well, the team has been very, very nice to him and to players, and I think it really helps. It's like having a home away from home. And Peter Boleslav, I think, who is the team captain of Novibor, is a wonderful person. And what I've realized is that these teams, when you have a very nice sort of bonding with the team owners, the players start to give their best, and it doesn't happen overnight, it doesn't happen in a year. But when you stick with the players, when you help them in their life, in the help, the players are naturally motivated to give their best in their at that point. So Akshay Post says, would this be a draw if there wasn't a pawn on a6? But how would it matter, Akshay? In fact, it would have been worse, no, if there's no pawn here. There's no way that you are coming back from here and trying to hold. Yes, it's a lot about trying to uh, build a bond with the people whom you work with. So yeah, Novibor confirmed to be crown champions, Roshan says. Because have they scored 3 points already? No, this cornet is still going on, right? But yeah, no, this is hanging. So yes, for sure. I think Novibor are champions. Vidit goes check. Well, one can hope that he goes king f1, allowing rook d2, but that's too simple a trap for Esipenko to fall into. He'll go king d1. Yeah. Kunal Sharma says death match update. Kunal, the death match update is it's Gukesh versus Arjun. I've put the link for you to get the tickets in the description, and you can do a lot of things by coming to Hyderabad where this is happening. You can watch the comedians over the board, the death match. There is a open tournament as well for you to participate in. So a lot of things. King c2, knight d4. Okay. Aman says, when will event be organized in Bangalore? Yeah, I hope to do something in Bangalore soon. But for now, it's in Hyderabad, which is not too far away from Bangalore. So, in case, guys, if you are planning to travel, that would be amazing. How can we sack the knight for the c6 pawn? Like this, like straight away, yeah, you can just sack it. But king b2, he'll go. Rook g1, c7, rook g3, and now a check, and a check, and you lose the rook. Shyam Vatika, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Can anyone play in the open tournament? Says Rajeshwar. Yes, anyone can play. Hudadi Fart says, when will overseas donations work on help chess? When we get this FCRA certificate, which will take some time. Krishna says, when will an event like this be organized in Assam? Well, I hope soon. We have Mrityunjay from Assam, who is a very big supporter of chess. And maybe someday something we can do. He is from Assam, who has already supported two youngsters in chess. Okay, I think c7 is a must now, because if you don't do c7, what else do you do? Like, pawn is hanging, you must push. Yeah, you must push. Navara drew already. Navara drew. Uh, the only game is Anton's going on, and I think here, if there's anyone who has chances, it's black, but not so much because it's 1 versus 2. It's a draw. Between Superbet and Typhoon, it so happened that the match has also ended in 3-3. Anand won and Gukesh lost. Rest all drew. Nihal drew. Anand beat Arjun today. That's a big news of the day. And I would also say that it's a great result for Anand, because all these youngsters are very sharp, and Vishy being able to still beat them shows that he's very much, right up there. He still is India number one, and he's deservedly so. I think Vidit is very low on time. He goes rook b5. Oh, but now just check and queen. So Vidit actually was not able to sacrifice his knight for the pawn. I think he had a chance. Like, when instead of this, if he went here, he could have, with this. He would have won the pawn. Maybe, I'm not sure. Like knight c8, rook d8, knight b6, bishop a7. So this he could have fought on longer, but this also lost. So Vidit went for a slightly more ambitious approach. But in that, it so happens that now he cannot even yeah, he's lost. I think he'll resign now, because it's just pure queen versus rook there. Tough day, yeah, for today for the Indian players. Yeah, Vidit loses, and with this, I think tough day for India, because Gukesh lost, Vidit lost. Anand and Hari won. So with this new sort of thing, let me just see what is the new thing on 2700 chess. Do they update so quickly? Yeah, they have updated already. Unbelievable speed, yeah, they have. The game खत्म तक नहीं हुआ था and they already have it ready as to who is where. Amazing. Guys, all those who do not know about this website, you can track live rankings there. It's called 2700 chess. Very nice website. So if we look at how things stand for all the Indian players, let me just very quickly open it up so that you can check. And I'll also show my speedy skills right now. At the end of this tournament, it seems like the gap between Anand and the rest of the players has grown a bit. Oh my god, look at this. This is crazy, yeah, for Indian chess. What has happened? Look at this. Very interesting. thing. I'm sure I'm going to show you. Um, so the thing is this. You will see that Anand is sitting pretty at number 9 in the world. Gukesh and Vidit very close at 20 to 23. While Arjun and Hari Krishna very close at 25 26. So it seems like, by the way, this would be a killer team, yeah, at any tournament, Olympiad. Anand, Gukesh, Vidit, Arjun, and Hari. Brilliant balance of youth and experience. But I think within maybe the end of the year, I think Prag will join in because he's playing Fagerness Open now, and he will also play at the Asian Championship, Asian Continental. And I believe he'll do well and he'll reach this. So they'll have six. Nihal, I'm not sure if he's playing in these tournaments yet. Did Maksudlu today beat Magnus, or was it a draw? Because Maksudlu has a plus, I think, draw. So it's a good result for Parham. I think in this stage between these four Indians, what will happen is anyone will sort of rise up to number 2 spot very quickly. But to be number 1 is actually going to be tough for all four of them. And Anand is not ready to sort of say, okay, guys, I'm now not going to play. You guys can be number 1. He's playing well. He's playing amazing. He showed it by beating Arjun. So that's. Lucky says, do you think Vidit better than others like Gukesh, Arjun, Prag in terms of classical chess? No, difficult to say. I would say that it's not easy to say that he's better, but for sure that Vidit's classical chess is his forte, I would say. And he's also working very hard on it because he also wants to move up. And I think a very successful event for him, 13 ELO points. I don't think Vidit is playing any tournament. Sorry, Vishy is playing any tournament till the end of this year. I'm not sure. We'll see. Vidit, on the other hand, will play Fall Classic. I think Gukesh was going to play Asian Continental. Maybe he will. Uh, Arjun, I don't know which. And Gukesh Arjun will play Deathmatch, but it will not impact their ratings. Hari Krishna might play something. I'm not so sure yet. I will come to Hyderabad Sai mostly on 3rd of October, 3rd of November. Okay, guys, I'll take your leave. And thank you all for tuning in. Maybe how many of you would like that a stream to be done tonight at 11 for the Challengers Chess Tour? Because if I show you something very interesting, just so that you are aware of it. This Challengers Chess Tour, our youngsters are doing really well. Magnus Academy Challenge. So let me see if I have it in place in the standings here. I wanted to go out today for some time. I'll see if I will get that time to go out and take some rest. But yeah, I feel a bit tired because look at this. Pranav, Ilamparti and Bharat are in the lead along with Ihor Samunenkov. It's very interesting, and they have 7 point lead. Abhimanyu Mishra on 12. So I'm actually interested to see if Pranav, Ilamparti or Bharat, who wins. These are all young, next gen, yeah. Pranav is 2006 born, Bharat is 2007 born, and Ilamparti is 2009 born. And Sahiti has finished well, yeah, with 3 wins, I think, yesterday. So a fighter. She started off very slow, but she fought back. Yeah, Vishwa is also playing well. She is on 7 points. Okay, guys, I'll take your leave and I'll see you all later. Bye. And a huge congrats, by the way, to Vidit, Hari, and the team of Novibor for winning the European Club Cup. It's amazing. And also to Anand for showcasing great performance. To lose only couple of rating points, that's amazing. Playing on board 1. You also beat Mamedyarov and Arjun. And also Gukesh for showing some good games. If check out my video which I just posted before coming live here. Fantastic calculations by Gukesh. Tremendous. And also Arjun, maybe not the best event for him by his standards. Also for Gukesh, I mean in rating terms. But yeah, Nihal, as always, very solid. Yeah, didn't lose a single rating point. I don't know if Nihal gained elo here. He is in top 100. So let me just check. Nihal, he lost 2.6 elo points. Got it. Okay, Prague basically is world number 50 right now. There is Narayanan SL as well. Actually, Narayanan SL is also playing at the Fagerness Open. He's on number 81. He's 2663. So that would be also nice to follow him. You know, he might as well make it to the top. Let's see. Take care, guys. See you all. Thanks for tuning in. No, I wanted to teach you this end game. I will teach and I'll go. 1 second. Sorry. All those who are would like to leave, please do so. I want to show this end game for sure. And then we will take a leave. So in such a position, how does white win? White first gives a check. King d8. If king f8, there is queen d7, already big trouble. You lose the pawn. If king e8, queen c7 is very strong. And in case of king e6, queen c7, king d5, sorry, king d5, rook c5, queen d8. This is where you want to reach. You want to reach a position whereby you force his king to come up. So let's say king d8, queen f7, zugzwang. If now rook c5, queen e6, king c7, queen e7, king c6. You know what's the move now, guys. What's the move white to play? Very quickly. Anton is winning completely, really. It was a draw. Oh my god, Anton is winning now. Which means that Novibor will win again. That's amazing. It's amazing for the team. Yes, Indrajit forever. Fantastic. Indrajit forever. Like it. Queen d8. This is important. Just keep the queen at this distance. It's like Zugzwang. Samir Modi. Krishna Hazarika. Very good. Rook e5. Check. king d5, queen a8, king e6, queen e8, king d5, queen c8. Again, zugzwang time. And this is how it will happen in the game. Let's go back to the main move. Queen f7, king c8, uh, queen a7, king d8, queen b8, king d7, queen b7, king d8. Now what's the move? How to make progress here? We're all the time making this. What to do next? Yes, Krishna Hazarika, Muhammad Naib, well done. Indrajit Forever, Urvin Savla, Tanay Bhagwat, very good. Queen c6. Attacking this pawn, have to come up. King e7. Now you give a check. King e6. Now what's the move here, guys? You already know. Again, just trying to repeat so that it becomes part of you. Queen d8. Very good. Queen d8. Taking away squares, forcing him to come up. Now starts the next stage. So you have done the first stage, you have brought the king up so that the rook cannot seamlessly keep traveling between these two squares. Next, you go and do queen c8. So you take away this square and you take away all these squares from him, right? So only sort of now rook h5 makes sense. So rook h5 loses to check. King d4 and queen a4. So if the king goes back, there's a check and you lose the rook, and if it king comes up, then there's a check and you lose this, so that's lost. So rook h5 doesn't work, and if king d4, then queen c6 attacking here. Rook d5, and now king f3. And again, look at this zugzwang. King here, here, and here. Zugzwang. Can't move his rook. This falls. He can't move his king. So king f3. He must do king e5, king e3, rook c5, check, king f7, king f6. Sorry. Queen d7, rook d5, king e4, and wins. Okay, anyway, coming back to the game, queen c8, he goes rook e4 check. Here. Now, king f5. Once the king comes in, that's already some progress. Check. I think having a central pawn makes it easier to win. With the bishop pawn, it was slightly more tricky for Hari to win. I don't know what. Once again. I think I have to go back. So the one of the good parts about ChessBase is that in case it sometimes crashes, you have everything saved here. Like right now we were analyzing this, it all gets saved in the stuff. But okay, it saves after some time, like a few minutes. So I have right now the position here, but the analysis did not get saved. Maybe if okay, anyway, let's quickly go through it. It was here, here. Check, king d7, check, king d8, queen c6, here, 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 queen c8, rook e4, king f5, rook e5, king e6, king f6, rook e4. And now this move queen c3. Philidor analyzed queen f5. Okay. Rook e5, queen d3, king c6, king c5, queen d2. While the computer prefers queen b7, sorry, king d4, queen c6, d5, queen b6, king d3, queen c5, d4, queen a3, king e2. This is computer way to win, not very human like. King e3, queen c1, king here, queen c2, king e3, king f5, rook f4, king e5, d3, queen c5, king f3, queen c6, king e3, queen h6 wins. Okay, so queen c3, rook e6 check, king f7, rook e5, king f8. Now zugzwang, because the king if it comes here, it would win if the rook moves away. So rook e4, check. If king e5 now, king e7. And if rook here, check, king c4, king e7. No, he gives a check, king here, king e7, king e5, king d7, rook d5, queen e2, king f4, king c6, rook d4, king b5, king f5, queen e3, rook e4, queen d3, king e5, king c6, rook d4. You see, slowly you have to do it, not in a hurry. Queen e3, king e4, rook e4, queen g5, king e6, queen g6, king here, and take. I think Hari Krishna did it in a similar way, but it's just to show you that in the what happens with the bishop pawn. Let's say, for example, let's quickly check Hari Krishna's game, and maybe I'll make a video also on it, but I just want to check the game. Let's see if I can get the PGN. Yep. So here is what Hari Krishna did. And I have the engine here, so let me run it. It's a powerful engine. So, I mean, powerful machine that I have. Queen f8. He did the same thing, check here, and then this Zugzwang, he did this. Check, king here. So he got the first step done. He brought the king in front of the pawn. And then he played queen f6. Maybe a good idea here was queen g7, as per what we learned from there. This could have been a good idea. King f3, there is queen g5. Queen f6, king here, king d3. This move. This is the thing, yeah. Like here it's possible. If it was a central pawn, you couldn't do it because of check, 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 and eventually the rook would fall. So this is a small advantage he had. Check, king here, king e2, check, king here. Maybe better move was rook a6. I'm still not sure how to win this, but he went here, check, king here, king f2. He resigned. Yeah, I guess he could have tried to make Hari Krishna show how to win this. Because queen d7, rook e4, check, king f4, queen g3 is there. Okay, king h5, queen f6, king g4. This is the point. Now he can't come here because of this. And he believes that, of course, this is, I mean, Hari will win this. That's the thing. So actually he's losing the pawn by force because of this mate idea. Okay, guys, I hope this was useful. I don't know if many of you were interested, but I think it was interesting. I'll try to analyze this deeper, put up a video perhaps. But for now, guys, thank you all for tuning in. See you.